So we're passionate about person-centred care and the importance of care being provided in a way that recognises people's individuality, and a key part of that is understanding people's life story, what's brought them to the place where they are, what are the things that are important to them. And so we see life story work as being a fantastic tool for helping the person to be able to get across to those who around them, whether they're providing care or family, friends, the things that are important to them in their life. It's not, a factual record. It's very much about the person being able to tell their life story, or to talk about the things that are important to them. One of the things that we noticed is that people tend to put off doing life story work. It's something that you think you'll do later. But of course, in dementia, what happens is that as the condition progresses, it becomes perhaps a bit more difficult for the person themselves to be in control of that process. And so we'd really encourage people to think about doing this really quite early on, so that it's their story. They're telling it how they want it to be, rather than having other people construct the story for them. There may be other people around who can help and assist, but it's really important that the person can tell things their way and highlight the things that are really important to them. And we think that a person who has some means of communicating to those providing care something about their life are more likely to receive care that really is person-centred, that really reflects who they are and the person that they are and the things that they value, their preferences, their choices. And it can also help communication, and of course it can just be very enjoyable. Many of us enjoy nostalgia, looking back, sharing old times and so on, and using life story work is a great vehicle just for fun, for enjoyment, for communication, for talking with people about things that have happened, reminiscences, memories, happy events that have been more difficult perhaps, tough times that people have gone through. We've carried out a number of research projects on life story work over the years. One of them that's really reflects how it can be of assistance to family members as well as the person with dementia was where we carried out life story work in a care home context, and the person had a life story book or a life story movie. And the relatives reported what a difference it made to visiting that person. That now, rather than struggling for things to talk about, they looked at the book or they watched the video together, and it sparked off all sorts of conversation. Not just about the actual things that were in the book or on the movie, but things that arose from that, and it made visiting just so much more of a pleasure, and that they rated their relationship with the person with dementia as really having improved following that process. We come across a number of care homes that are using various forms of life story work, and there's no doubt that where they're really able to embrace that and to use it and to build it into everyday care practice, it really makes a huge difference in how person-centred the care can be in that place. We'd really expect that life story work will be an important component of any dementia strategy. It's, as I say, it's a key part of providing person-centred care. It's a widely recognised internationally an important psychosocial approach. It's probably the most commonly used psychosocial approach throughout the world. So yes, we'd expect it to be at the heart of any strategy, any plan that the Welsh Government will produce.